Mall, Tobago off Claudenwell Highway. Just call 63-TOOLS. The temperature is rising and so is your chance to win millions. The Lotto Plus jackpot is now an estimated $2.4 million. Go on a hot streak with $2.4 million. Cool off by the pool in your new home. Feel the heat on the roadways in a brand new car. Or blaze a trail with your new business idea. The Lotto Plus jackpot is now an estimated $2.4 million. Plus, one person won $50,000 at the last draw. Match 5 numbers and you can do 2. Beat the scorching heat with cold cash. Get your tickets now for Wednesday's $2.4 million Lotto Plus jackpot draw. And remember, winners always play Lotto Plus. Residents of Goodwood, Pembroke, and Glamorgan choose to get vaccinated. The COVID-19 vaccination caravan rolls into your community on Monday, the 27th September at 10 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. at the Goodwood Community Center car park. Vaccines will be available for all persons 12 years and older. Doctors and nurses will also be there to chat with you. If you want to get your children back to the school classroom, you want to get back to work and liming, or return to the things you love, choose to get vaccinated. A message from the Division of Health, Wellness and Family Development. Residents of Blackrock and Mount Irvin choose to get vaccinated. The COVID-19 vaccination caravan rolls into your community on Wednesday, the 29th of September, between the hours of 10 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. at the Blackrock Community Center. Vaccines will be available for all persons 12 years and older, and doctors and nurses will also be there to chat with you. If you want to get back to children being in the classroom, you want to get back to work and liming, or return to the things you love doing, choose to get vaccinated. A message from the Division of Health, Wellness and Family Development. So Dominic,
yes, sir.
I now get buff up from Angie morning. Love you. Love you.
Angie.
Plenty hugs and kisses.
Angie, call back now.
Angie, I want you to call me, please. It was my fault. Dominic, now explain to me what happened. It was my fault. Please call back. Call her good morning.
Bruce.
Morning.
It's me again, Dominic.
Morning.
Good morning to you. Dominic,
yes,
I want
ma'am.
to ask you this question.
Uh-huh.
Ramdean and Ram Logan,
Mm-hmm.
do they have a matter still pending in Trinidad and Tobago?
Yes, they do.
You sure?
Yes.
Good Lord, it's rather interesting. Dominic and Bruce, I noticed that the fare's supposed to go up again.
Yes.
Dominic, what the hell on earth you telling me in Trinidad and Tobago? I go in and buy some size for $140. A bunch of size, Dominic.
140, you say?
Yes, $140. Move from 40 to $140. Trinidad and Tobago, leave the people side. Leave it, Dominic. You know what was my breakfast this morning? I roast some tomatoes and I stick my garlic in it, Dominic. Crush it up here and I make a little starter with some avocado and a hot cup of tea. Dominic, we have to leave certain things there. Don't buy it. Dominic, what you want to tell me all the kind of fears again? Why all you doing the people that only use the bus? Leave the people, Dominic. We making things hard in Trinidad and Tobago. You know that the price of size now, Dominic?
I didn't know
Dominic, you're bound to use size. You have garlic. You have shadow Benny. Dominic, use these things. Dominic, leave these things right there. You are doing it now, Dominic. Dominic, I don't know. It gets hard every day. Well, don't talk about the grocery, Dominic.
Yes.
Dominic, I've been to the grocery this weekend. I afford to tell I could have buy a big bottle of Clorox. And I left it right there. You know what I buy? I buy one for just $20. You hear what I'm telling you about? Because I don't have a big bottle myself, pour it into the other one. Dominic, I buy what I want. What I don't want, I'm not buying it to say I make grocery. But thank God I get little barrels, nothing coming down. You understand me, Dominic?
Mm-hmm.
Right? But the basic thing, Dominic, we hope to do it here. All you go and carry up pears to the east. All you go and carry up pears to Shogunas. My people all use the bus. Use the bus. Oh gosh, Dominic. They go kill we here. And I'm going back again, Dominic. Do those two people I asked have a matter in Trinidad and Tobago, Dominic?
Yes, they do.
Okay, I gone.
Good morning, beautiful caller.
Morning.
Good morning to you, Mr. Summers. Good morning to you, Mr. Romain. To all
Morning,
the
ma.
callers, listeners, online viewers. Would I be allowed to make a tiny contribution?
Yes,
Go ahead,
of course.
Okay. I'm hearing people, rousing about the increase in salary and stuff like that. People, without an increase in salary, everything in the grocery going up by $3, $5. There is Dominic, about a month or so ago, there's an item that I always buy for $18. I bought 2 packets on the Thursday, and when I went Saturday morning, it was up by $3. So without an increase, everything went up. So if they only talk about increase in salary, you know that, Dominic, as the word go out, everything does go up again. They would put up on things again, so we will end up in the same mess. That is one. Then, when you go to the grocery now, shop for your needs and leave the ones on the shelf. Let them use it for themselves. It's what you need. Leave all the ones on the shelf for them and see if they could use it for themselves. You don't have to buy it. There are things that we are accustomed to things and whatever, but leave it there for them. There are things that we have to get. We must get. Those are our needs. We deal with that and leave the ones for them. You go in. Don't look like the next thing they're doing again. You go to buy. If you want 2 pounds of sweet potatoes or dashing or cassava, you have to buy 3 pounds because the next pound is dirt they're waiting for you. Leave it there for them. There are other things that you can use. And again, I want to say, even if there is an increase in salary, which I cannot see coming, it will be the same thing because these supermarket owners, and they're overdoing it. They're overdoing it. So an increase in salary is not going to solve anything. It will land us in the same mess.
True.
All right? So
Yes.
have a great day. And thank you for taking my call. You are so kind.
Yes,
Have a great day.
beautiful caller.
Bruce, let me just say good morning to Julia, Romain, Nicholas, and Mr. Roderick Nicholas from Paramin, where I get my salve at no cost. At no cost, yes. So when I need salve, I just need to head up to Paramin and I good. So when you go to Massey stores and you buy your salve, that's my brother-in-law's salve you're buying there.
Okay.
Yeah, so I good. That's why I wouldn't have known it was 140. I'd rather pay for it. And he just fixed my good everything that you have. These huge bundles. The only thing I don't like is to have to go and clean that side. Yeah. So.
Oh gosh. Caller, good morning.
Morning, Bruce and Dominic.
Morning.
You know, Dominic, is it true that the Supermarket Association, when they were asking the government to move from scheduled pricing, they wanted a what they call a open market economy, right? And they were claiming that if the scheduled prices were moved, then they would now become more competitive with each other, and we will see a reduction in grocery prices. Right?
Yes.
That's what they said. But we never saw that happening. Instead, apparently, the Supermarket Association got together and said, yeah, well, we finally get what we want and we mash up the place. Because that is exactly what they're doing. And it is very ridiculous. I recall it at a time flour went up by 25 cents up on the pound. And doubles raised by $1. Although it takes, based on what was said to me, 22 doubles could be made between 22 and 26 with 1 pound of flour, right? And flour went up by 25 cents, but at 1 doubles went up by $1. Roti went up by $4, right? So, you see, we are not our brother's keeper in this country. We don't believe in treating each other with the dignity and respect. And another thing too is that we ourselves have to take responsibility for what we allow to happen to us. Because if I want sides, I have a half a drum in the back by me, I'll go in the back and get my half a drum. I pull up two sides, and sides you don't have to nurture sides. You understand what I'm saying? So it's about time we take some responsibility for not doing the things we ourselves can do to ease our burdens. You understand what I'm saying, Dominic? You understand, Bruce? Because the prices of these things, people recognize that, they go buy it. They're still buying it. And we still have people in this society who say, what do you want me to do? Eat the money? I remember I was in England and meat went up by 1 pence or something like that. And the Housewives Association said, we're not buying it. The following day, they had to drop the price. They had to drop the price. And if we can only come collectively together and do that in Trinidad, watch. I thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Caller, good morning.
Hi, good morning, Mr. Dominic and Mr. Abby.
Morning.
Talking about prices going up and things and duties and things. And besides that, it has disingenuous businessmen. Now, what I did very work in the security industry. Every minute I did be protecting somebody's property, so I just had to check my money when I was spending it. If I'm a grocery on everyone treating to it, I need groceries to do. When you go in that grocery, I always observe that when they purchase something and they go by the cash register and they don't cash up, it always come up a little more. Now, my retainers is real good because the job I do, I have to obtain retainers. So the other going in the grocery, I pick up 4 items. Now, I go shop there. I just more shop by extra food and things, with the allergies and things. I pick up about 4 items, and when I'm to the cash register, and when I pick up the items, I check the price and add up everything. You know, when I watch, I realize I'm always I pay about $10 more for everything, right? And it's everything together. So now I reach out there, I pick up my bill, and I watch, and I go back by the shelf. I want to buy the mortgage. Mortgage is $15.95, but on my bill, $15.95. So I call the gentleman. You see, manager, I show him what's going on here. I said, not just alone, let's go back and next item. The 4 items, wait out, the price on the shelf is not the price on the cash on the shelf. He calls some woman and the shoe the head and the shoe, and I'm here and I'm forget to pay the price on the shelf. I said, beside that, all the shelf in here is expensive. I don't know call the grocery in. They say no prep and they know Evans Street. Because one grocery alone is out. One grocery alone is out. And well, it's unfair. It's other grocery do the same thing. So as bad people there, when you go to a shop, check your thing. Check your price, check your shelf price, check the time, because a lot of 10 cents and 20 cents more than the tax register is plenty. Imagine you're going to make it's a couple 100 items, and each item they charge is 20 cents more than the tax register. So that's serious thing. Yeah, that's serious thing. And what we need in this country is not a minimum wage, we need a living wage. We need a living wage. A bread is $17 and a minimum wage is $17.50. And according to the minimum wage act, if you work 8 hours and you pass 8 hours, you're supposed to pay time and a half. A lot of companies don't do that. Don't do that. And when after 12 hours, if you're still on that location or still on the job, that's a pay double time. Like according to the minimum wage act, that is law. Only about 3% companies that do that, they just don't do that. And a lot of companies that have business hardware that warehouse and things, that have people going over 8 hours. The minimum law say, the minimum wage act law say, anytime a person go beyond 8 hours, it's time and a half. That law. And yet again, the same unscrupulous businessman raising the price with the goods, but they're not increasing your salary, and they're still breaking the law. I look out on this.
Where's minimum wage?
$17.50.
Okay. Hello, good morning.
Hey, Bruce, Dominic.
Morning, sir.
We are morning to Mr. Sharon, Teresa Conliffe, Mammy Stores. Mr. Fireman must come in. Sharon off today. I've been listening. But hear this now, Bruce and Dominic. I was listening to the press conference by Ramesh Maraj, right? On our next station. And this guy who exposes AV drilling oil thing, Curtis Williams, right?
Mm-hmm.
Man, Ramesh telling him, stop asking hypothetical questions, right? You have to go to the facts, like how the judge has made a decision, and he keep asking about certain things. And Dominic, I hear you talk about it, about the audit, right? And the trucks, right? If you want information, read the report and what was the basic of the case. Don't come out and printing in the newspapers and you do not have the facts, because when they make the decision in the court, it's based on evidence, what was presented to them, and do, as Ramesh tell them, do not come and ask them these kind of questions because they have no evidence to prove what they was talking about, as Dominic you talk about. Now, they settle the case. The guy get a 10 years extension of his contract. It saved Petrochen board, has saved the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago so much money with that deal that they came to, because if they go to court hearing to come to a decision on that judge, you know what would be the payment? As Ramesh said, we, the citizens, come out very good in that settlement that A.B. Gillen make with it. So, Mr. Williams, Curtis Williams, please get your fact before you come and print it in newspapers. Okay, fellas? Enjoying your program. Always listening.
Thank you.
Okay?
Thank you. Let's see what's going on. Caller, good morning.
Good morning to you, Bruce. And good morning to Dominic.
Morning.
Morning.
I'm good morning to next week, Sharon. And Dominic, I hear you with Reid Mac. But remember, Reid Mac have pronounced Chibigron. He will than me. He don't let's tie up. So you have to understand Reid Mac. Reid Mac does this to fight for his senator seat. A lifetime senator in the UNC. One time I tell Reid Mac in the party, I say, Reid Mac, use more Indians than them Indians. Do you know? Reid Mac and them don't help African people in the UNC. Reid Mac and all rubbish out of them, they use the resource to help East Indian people in the UNC. I get the first-hand experience, so I can talk that. All Anna Roberts, I call them Jets of Darky for the UNC. Jurisdiction are natural failure in politics. A naturally failure in politics. Lost all marginal seat and even shift it and all. These, well, I hear Sean Sobers and get play last Monday night for Obika and all. I tell when we had at night in one UNC meeting, don't call me, don't talk to me. I say, all is more Indians than Indians here. We don't have African people. We have problems. You like what you, people don't know, you know. I stand up and fight, you know. Because I went as a proud African man in the UNC. Proud black. I stand up and I represent strongly that all these African master brave we should take for all these years. We should take, I don't know, you know. The African community cannot be misled by Reid Mac, by Anna Roberts, by Jordan John. These are the face that the UNC trying to use to say they have an African-based party. But no. The party going back to the grounds. The party going back to the Indian base and the Hindu community base. I can tell you that. Look, right now it's bacchanal in the camp. The UNC mashing up their own supporters. Right now, Andy cussing this morning again on the radio because they put Anna Roberts on a frequency on the time. He know telling Anna Roberts how much they paying them there.
them he go pay less this. So like he will be make a deal with Amal to tell Amal Roberts come over to 4.7. This is what the UNC do. They mash up the African supporters. They destroy the African supporters in the UNC because why? The young cabal, well, we have the old cabal. We say, okay, Soja Macha must go. Dr. Botoari must go. Afuakan must go. But we form a new young cabal at the head of Dave Tanko. I was there, so I can say it. This is Kingsley, I can say it. I was first-hand experience. You know something, and what is this? Dave Tanko tell me at time after one Monday night meeting. He said, Kingsley, I want to see you. I said, no problem. We go on in our offices and speak. He telling me that people tell he I was in the opposition office buffing up somebody. The only thing I didn't tell he that night because I know he was trying to see how, because I know that the lady like he bad. So he was trying to test my faith that night day. Because I never go to that office there. So I don't hear nothing but them at this time. So I support the $5 million hotel. I think that it will benefit lots of Tobago youths who could do masonry, who could do that carpentry, who could do that plumbing. They will get a work for if it's a year's last or 2 years last. I don't think hear them. And that statement is a attack seriously on you 1%. And Dominic, you say it right. Because if the government coming forward now, the UNC, we have to have the question if they will sideline the 1% and give the Indian everything. We have to have the question because we know under the last cyber, the Syrians was under pressure. So then the UNC, if Indians have a problem with the 1% and always using the Africans to turn the Africans to look at the 1%. I want to tell you this morning, no, we will look at all. We are looking at all. As I close, we cannot trust certain business people in this country. Look at the hair, look where they live in. I witness Dr. Rowdy have to come and beg certain people in this country to drop cement. He said, but we never raise cement. Cement still, and the company, the Trinidad and the Tobago Cement Limited, still one price. How cement come? $100. But I will tell you this, certain hardwares, I want to say it, this is crazy. Certain hardwares, they are linked with political parties. And they're going to raise the item. I'm going to say this morning. They're going to raise the items to make government look bad. I will say this too. Watch certain stands. Watch certain people who driving vehicles like maxis and cars. Watch your religion, watch your hair. Certain people are going to raise the taxi fare because they are linked with political parties in this country. I want to say it again because people are not listening. People not listening. Certain business places in this country, groceries, hardware, furniture place, they are linked with political parties and they are going to raise the thing to make this government look bad. Certain taxi stands in this country, they are also linked and supporting political parties and they're going to raise the taxi fare. So the government, because you know what, everything raised in the country is the government that get the blame. So they are playing now, they are playing on the people mind to say, see, because case raised, blame the government. Because digestive raised, blame the government. Taxi fares raising, blame the government. But people are asking if gas raised. People are asking the question. So now every single thing that they're doing is to undermine the government. But there's people in this country, and that is what the PLM of the day. And I don't care what they say. I'm not vying for no office in the PLM. And people don't know I am a supporter of the UNC. But what is right is right, and what is wrong is wrong. Stop all this stupidness. Why are we going to raise a fare because we're supporting a political party? Why are we going to raise food items and have the things because we're supporting a political party? So I will expose all this. I want to say thank you very much, Dominic and Romain.
Yeah, man.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, man. Cool. Caller, good morning.
Good morning.
Go down your volume.
Sure. Yeah, are we hearing?
Yeah, go ahead.
Right. I read my part one again.
Nice.
I think that the time has come when we need to measure twice, cut once. Especially black people, watch our priorities. Some of us have phones of no money on it. We are working the kind of phone that we have. I'm saying this to say our priorities need to be measured right now. It's not about blaming the government. Land the land, we need to go back to the dirt. As Mama say, we need to go back to the dirt. Plant something. You buy size, don't just throw the bottom of the size, put it in a little pan where you put your flowers, plants, or some kind of thing. Adjust yourself. Maybe the time that we need to go back to our bicycle. Right from right here to right there, you go in and buy a chicken, you're paying a car $6 to go, $6 to come back. It may be the time for you to buy a bicycle. Adjust yourself. Mind your business. It's not about blaming anybody. I am a taxi driver. I am laying about the hike in price in different ways. Don't think I'm not feeling it. But I intend to work a little harder to adjust myself. When they raise people's salary, things will go up again. It's not just like salary going up and, okay, we'll be able to buy more, you know. Things will go up. We can do what we want. Things will go up. It is about adjusting yourself and doing something without boasting. I could cut a cane, I could pick a coconut, I could pick a fine this time, a shadow benny, a pimento. And this is what I'm saying to my brothers. When you go in the supermarket, yes, things is going up, but you may not have to buy everything. Find a way, mind your business, adjust yourself, measure twice, cut once, look at your priority, and to radio talk show host. The music that we might be playing to empower we people might need to come on board, if no other time, but now. It has nice nation-building songs. Some of the music played on some of the stations, I'm not blaming everybody. We need to muzzle some of the music and play nice nation-building songs. I'm saying that to say what we feed our mind with, if you'd rather say. Sober thinking lead on to righteousness and happiness, spiritual bliss. I hear yesterday morning somebody was playing some song by Rasho T.I. I think it's Pastor Google self, because when you see Pastor Google ready, he does rock with some nice uplifting music, you know. And that is the kind of thing we want. We want this is a very serious time, and if we think that it is hard now and we blaming the government, we have seen nothing yet. It's going to get harder, friend.
Thank you.
Locked on and listening.
Caller, good morning.
Blessed Botswin.
Morning.
Loyal listeners and callers, Miss Sharon, Felix, all who are on the live. Now, first point, you see the lake asphalt? I want to audit to the lake asphalt for the last 20 years. You see, we talk about oil and gas, but lake asphalt, to me, is more important than oil and gas. Every single road have bitumen on it. if you was watching, and to hear the workers had to go down on their knees to get their salaries because mismanagement in Lake Asphalt. That's supposed to be the most profitable company, one of the most profitable companies in Trinidad and Tobago. If you was watching, that's supposed to be one of the most profitable companies in Trinidad and Tobago. And another thing, Mr. Prime Minister and Mr. Minister of Finance, let me rethink on the budget and how we're spending money. This year should be a maintenance year for Trinidad and Tobago. The infrastructure crumbling all over Minister of Finance and Prime Minister. Check it out good. And you see the transportation system, where these people raising their fares. It had a bus system at a time, and this is why I always trying to lobby for buses waiting on people, not people waiting on buses. Here how it goes, Bruce Wayne and Dominic.
Mm-hmm.
The bus waiting there, instead of having a long line, as people come, they fill up the bus. And as that bus leaves, our next bus, according to the on the route where there's heavy traffic, if you was watching it, on less traffic, I see Mova, it have a Mova bus. That bus does travel with 1 and 2 persons whole day, if you was watching it. People hardly taking it because they have no timing for when the bus is coming, if you was watching you. We must have a reliable bus service so that they could relieve the people from the increase in prices in the maxis and the taxis. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay.
Caller, good morning.
Morning, Dominic, and morning, Bruce.
Hey, morning.
Well, you see that transportation thing with the bus and on time and thing? Sometimes no part of the world have bus on time. People talk a mile of stupidness. Remember, I lived in America for a long time. I live in Canada. Now, as long as there's traffic on the road, you can't get bus on time. With the bus, you jump over the traffic. And people drive all kind of what it have to have is more police on the road controlling the traffic. Hey, where you're parking there, you're supposed to park the ticket. You're supposed to park the ticket. You're supposed to stop the ticket. And everything will run straight. And with the traffic, with the maxi taxi and the thing where they're talking about the stores want to call them back to take back the bus and all kind of thing because they ain't paying. And so they want to take the money from us now to pay the bus company, what do you call it? Who they buy the bus from. Now let me tell you something. We who are walking away and we have to pay mortgage. When we have money to pay, who we go charge? Who we go put the money on the charge? Bus maxi drivers and taxi drivers only have a little reason. Cut down on the amount the woman only have. When all they charging me because the bus comes, because the store want to take back all the bus. When we had to pay we mortgage, who we charging for not take back the house? Only have a little reason. Only want to kill people for only to live and let live. Sober thinking leads on to happiness and righteousness, according to the man just now. Only behave all yourself. Mr. President of the Taxi Drivers Association, the Maxi Driver, only think it again. Think it over, think it again. What is doing for people to think for? And only see this bread business, only make only buying kiss and all kind of things. The kiss bread raw. The kiss bread raw. And only sell by you can't make a sandwich and put a slice of tomato. Because the tomato soaking through the bread, the kiss bread still raw. Leave the bread alone, only put all your hand, all the young girls, cut all your fingernails, clean all your fingernails, need some flour. Oh God, our God.
Guys, it's almost time for us to close, but we continue to take your calls. 342-0081, 466-5391. Caller, good morning.
Yeah, Bruce, Dominic. Good morning.
Yes, sir.
Kingsley, like he had no other party to go to. He run out of political parties. Kingsley is what you call a political grasshopper. So nobody don't take this gentleman for real. You don't have to come in or he go in. I really don't understand him. As the saying goes, Dominic, a rolling stone gathers no moss. This man keep rolling. Where he going together? He only jump in. Why remain one place now, boy? Okay, thanks.
Chicken Kingsley.
Yeah, you know Kingsley already scored.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Father. Caller, good morning.
Hi, morning, Dominic. Morning, Bruce.
Yes, sir. Morning.
Well, this I don't want to say it, but this female council, self-proclaimed, who for some reason can't hush. Because the more she talks, the more money she intends to pay. Apparently, she must have some money put on the pay because you know nothing about what's going on, and you just come and talk, and the more you talk, the more you don't pay and you. And for some reason, I listen to the city and she talk more fires done, this one done. But when you was in charge, you always advise. You could never answer a question on the spot, but you know dance. And if you really analyze it good, in about 2 or 3 years after something takes place, you come in and you have speech. You know why? Because you gotta wait for quick and then to write a speech. You want to see that. You don't write no speech. It's quick and then writing a speech, but you know who done. And you want everybody fired. Ram Logan, Moila Holland, run rackets. They do what they want. Nobody, you don't want them fired, but you want this one fired. And all of a sudden, no, you want to take the top of the president. Who is you? You're an operation. But in the peace, my business. And stop being a nuisance. Anyhow, when I saw over Kingsley, he does Belgium and Central and them, the truth does really hit them. Because you call the top about Kingsley, nothing else. Kingsley can say what he wants, he phone. Whenever he gets you can say what he wants, but apparently what he saying can lash him home. Anyhow, locked on listening.
Yeah, so listen to talk on by Dominic boy. He doesn't himself see that in there all the time. Yeah.
10 p.m. to 5 a.m. Change.
Yeah.
That was from Monday, 27th.
Okay.
All right.
I didn't have noticed that inside today. Caller, good morning.
Morning, Brucey, darling. Morning, Dominic.
Morning, Mother.
Morning.
Good morning, everybody. Morning, sweetheart. Morning, Sharon. Morning, everybody. I tell you, I was talking about size and how much for size.
Yes.
Or be smart, man. Take an onion and plant it in the soil. And you're getting the best onion in the world. Turn it upside down and it's shooting up size after size after size. Take a garlic, bury it in the soil, not too deep, with some manure. And that garlic setting out something looking like size, it's even better than the garlic. Although because conservatives, them man, let it keep the size. You don't have to cook with size, you get bandana and you get that in ginger. You have French time, you have all them things you could grow in your yard. And stop worrying with them. If they want to come down, we will charge this, that kind of price. Or they need some flour. Once you have flour, you have food. Forget these people and the fancy things. We got bhaji. Indian people have said pumpkin, the young pumpkin leaf, and they bhaji and eat. You understand? We want the big life. We have to come down and leave them with a thing. And I want to tell that man, try to leave my son Kingsley alone. When he was talking on the throat and cussing PNM, he was that grasshopper. But to understand, he find himself and he understand what he was doing. Because remember, Kingsley was the masterpiece talker for Jolin John. Now he realized people wake up and smell the coffee all over to kill Kingsley. Man, look for somebody else. Kingsley not a man. Leave him alone. Leave Kingsley, let him do what he had to do. You understand? I find that central. You have a bad tabanka, but you know what? All you have to stay the fan on that for almost 3-4 years. Or you're not coming back, boy. And understand that all what they're trying to do to make this government ungovernable. Almighty God, Jehovah, God, bring them back. And only have to fight with God, not mankind. You understand? What the Lord opened, no man closed it. And what he closed it, no man opened. Man only take that and smoke it on your pipe and go to hell in a handbasket. Thank you, people. I love to listen.
Yes, my dear. So, let me do our daily word. Our daily word for today is positive. My positive attitude helps me see the good in my life. Positivity is how I engage the world and how I live life. No matter what is going on in my world, I always have the power to choose my attitude. A positive attitude extends to all people I encounter. I am committed to beholding their divinity no matter what they may be going through or the challenges they may be facing. Even though I see their humanity clearly, I know there is so much more to them than personality and circumstance. Positivity brings my mood, enlivens my body, and keeps me eagerly expecting all the good to come. I am blessed to see the best in myself, in others, and all around me. I myself feel confident about you, my brothers and sisters, and you yourselves are full of goodness, filled with all knowledge, and able to instruct one another. Romans 15:14. So I could squeeze in. Caller, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Bruce.
Morning,
good
morning.
Yeah, man, and happy birthday to the South, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Bruce. And Dominic, good morning, boy.
Morning, sir.
Dominic, you know, boy, look, I am a old fella in this listening to these people. But you know, this lady is such a shameful person, boy. You know that what she do there with that drilling, that petrol issue.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she remind me of Cannon and Williams. Cannon Williams lost their work and had to run out and all this kind of things. Yes. About man take bribe. And with the same Alan Ramlogan, and up to today the case can't finish. The Dansuk, when they send them back to Dansuk, up to today Dansuk case can't finish. All these years. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Remember, look at Clause 34, what she did with it. The same Alan Ramlogan and all of them again. You stop there and tie up a man and send him up to have the clause thing up. When we home here setting old year's night, look the two men right here in Trinidad up to now they and try. And Anam Logan says they go get a better trial in Trinidad and Tobago. So my legislator go and had the two fellas here and today the case jumped. This lady is a destructive lady. It is hurting me very much to see the destruction she's trying to put in this place and people sitting down and people following that lady and taking that from she, you know, brother. It's hurting me like if I have a diarrhea, boy. But God is good. But we have to get up and do something for ourselves, boy. We can't put God in front all the time. We have to let him lead us. But we have to get up and do something positive in order to put a stop to that lady. It's time to stop it. Have a nice day, fellas.
You too, man. Take care.
Yeah.
So, guys, and with that, that's all the time we have for today. It was a pleasure being in the company. It was a pleasure having you in ours. We'll be back here tomorrow, please God, Dominic and myself. So, talk to you guys tomorrow, please God. And as we say, Dominic, ciao.
now. Yeah. This is how it went down. Listen. Gave her back the keys to her front door, because it seemed she didn't care about me anymore. Gave her all the love I had and she spilled it. Boy, so I packed my things into a shopping bag and decided to split. But Lord knows that I don't wanna be lonely tonight. No, I don't wanna be lonely tonight. I mean it, yes, I mean it. I don't wanna be lonely tonight. No, but I would rather to be lonely than to live a dirty life. All of the things that we've been through, girl, she used to make me happy, you now make me blue. And I didn't believe the things that I heard, no, but now I've seen it with my own eyes. Action speaks louder than words. But Lord knows that I don't wanna be lonely tonight. My brother know that I don't wanna be lonely tonight. No, I don't wanna be lonely tonight. No, but I would rather to be lonely than to live a dirty life. All of the things that we've been through, girl, that used to make me happy, they now make me blue. And I didn't believe the things that I heard, no, but now I've seen it with my own eyes. Action speaks louder than words. Yeah, I don't wanna be lonely tonight. My brother know that I don't wanna be lonely tonight. No, I don't wanna be lonely tonight. No, but I would rather to be lonely than to live a dirty life. Give me something, daddy.